Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We have a list of 16 properties today. There's 12 on the Toronto system. There's 4 more on the Oakville-Milton system. And the way things work in Milton, it's different in Toronto, it's different in some other areas, but in Milton we have 2 overlapping real estate boards. And so what we end up with is 2 separate and distinct sets of information. If it's a Toronto listing, it starts with a W, and if it starts with, or if it's on the Oakville-Milton, it starts with the number 2. So you can even see online, there's some that start with the letter H. That means it's from the Hamilton board, and so it's the board that the real estate representative is a part of. That's where the feed comes from on these public sites. So in order to give our clients full access, we really have to be part of 3 different real estate boards, which is not a big deal, but it's unfortunate that the clients have to get 3 emails a day in order to get the full set of information. So if you happen to know a web guy, I'd be really interested in chatting. Chuck at livinginmilton.com or 905-693-9346. And I hope you had a chance to look at yesterday's video about flipping homes. We get a lot of questions about flipping homes. Even you can use that same formula when you're analyzing a new construction project. What's my buffer, or what's my anticipated gain in order not to lose money over the next 18 months? And for a lot of people, I feel that they approach buying new construction as if it's investing, and it's not. It's a gamble. And if you make big money, great. Any big money you make in real estate fast is usually a result of luck. How you build wealth is slow, steady, and with a strategic plan that's usually lower on the risk scale. So anyway, 16 properties. Let's get started. Okay, so the first one up is 255 Prosser Circle, 3849. It's the smaller model, the Cherrywood 1051 square feet. Although the pictures, some of them make it look bigger, some of them make it look a little smaller. It's towards the high end of what these normally sell for. And I think, actually the one other thing I'll mention, you can kind of see it from the kitchen shot here. There's train tracks right across. Some people like that because they don't have homes right in front of them. But you do get a bit of train noise. I've heard a lot of people say on this street that the venting and the heat actually is louder than the train. I don't know, I've never lived there, I'm just going by hearsay. But I think these guys are getting their butts kicked by the next one. Here we go, Devril Place. So now we're moving to a different location. We're moving from Harrison over to Coates, and we've got 3D99, 300 square feet bigger. So 1051 on the other one, 1356 or so on this one. So that's 30% more, or more if you do the math on a percentage scale, for really like a 1.5% difference in price. It just makes so much sense to me. Plus you've got hardwood floors, so equivalent value right there is, you know, if you put hardwood in the other one, it's going to cost you a couple $1,000s too. So it's a great deal. Devril's a pretty good street. You've got 3 bedrooms on this one and 1 full bathroom upstairs. It's a great price for this model. So Hadley Woods is 464.9. We saw a couple good ones on Hobbs, and it seems like there's a nice sweet spot around that 460 range where you start to see just the nice solid townhouses. And you know, 420 will get you something that maybe has 1 bathroom upstairs, and you know, it's fine, right? But something like this, I feel like you could kind of live in for a little bit longer before you felt that itch to kind of upgrade and get larger. Now the driveway is a very good thing to do before listing. This home's more than 10 years old, so giving it like a nice roll, nice black, crisp look, I think especially in this time of year, is a great return on investment, because your curb appeal and your first impression really sets the bar for where the rest of the home goes. So if you start off on an 8 or a 9 out of 10 for, wow, this is a really nice looking home, love the street, you're already kind of in the bonus round by the time they open the front door. So there you go. Pictures are a little bit dark, but it's a decent sized townhouse, and it's got a finished basement too. So I like the fact that it backs onto green space. Next up is Bowering Crescent, 1820 square feet Poddington model with a finished basement. There's no hardwood floors, there's 8-foot ceilings. So it's not the fanciest thing you'd see in this price range, But I think when you combine it all together, this one actually looks like a pretty good deal. We just saw a single car garage, another one pop over $600,000. Even homes that have sold on like Watson Terrace, they've done very, very well. And Bowering is, I think, very comparable to something like Watson. Very, very low traffic, great street for street hockey. If you don't live on Bowering, you don't go on it. It's off of Irving Terrace, which in itself is not a particularly busy street. Great school district, Hawthorne Village, and yeah, I like this one a lot. Potential, it says basement apartment. You've got your bathroom down there. I didn't see a kitchen, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Anyway, price looks good to me. Now, McGoran Crescent, the driveway looks like a bit of a mess, but that's just new construction. We're not going to obviously hold that against them. 2,100 square feet on a big pie-shaped lot. The challenge with a pie-shaped lot for a home like this is you don't have a fence yet. So we're going to see a couple triple computers today. So anyway, that's cool. I love that. I have one big one. Be nice to have this kind of matrix-like setup in your office. Anyway, digressing, as I often do, without a fence, you don't really have... It's hard to really imagine how big this is. Even if they put something there to kind of define, say, here's where the lot is. Lots like this are always in demand. And I think when you're being a single car garage up in this price range where there's a lot of double car garages, you really got to separate yourself. And so having that premium lot can do it. And so I would say the average that someone would pay for a lot like this is probably $20,000, $25,000. They might have paid $50,000 to Mattamy. Builders lately are charging big money for lot premiums. It could be more than that. It could be less. It depends on a lot of factors. Sometimes there's just 2 people out there, 3 people that really, really want a premium lot, and we haven't seen a lot of them lately. And so that could be a good thing for these guys. Either way, big lot is will never, ever go out of style. Now, Zimmerman doesn't have photos yet. When they're ready, just click on the link. It's real-time updated. As soon as the agent puts the photos up, then it shows right on there. 36 by 110-foot lot. So you're about 30 feet deeper than most of the Mattamy homes. And it's a daffodil model, so it's got one kind of living dining room. I don't love the first floor plan, but the second floor has really nice sized bedrooms. You know, that's the big thing with these homes is you're getting that extra depth on the lot. So it's almost like, I think about these sundial homes on Zimmerman and Deacon and you know, on the other side on Easterbrook and stuff like that. Kind of that south area just north of Louis Saint Laurent. It's like getting an old Milton lot with a new Milton house, and that can be very desirable for a lot of people. Inman Heights at 739 is a Spirit Plan 2, and it's 26 something square feet. Stone and stucco is the highest elevation. You get some scraped hardwood floors. Sometimes the hand scrape kind of looks like fingers through sand, and it doesn't have a great look, but this one actually looks pretty nice. You've got your kitchen with granite countertops, and really it's upgraded. It says $50,000 in upgrades. I don't know. I mean, you don't always get $50,000 in upgrades if you pay for them. I do like the floor plan though. The living room is really becoming a thing of the past. So I like when there's a den here, because most people need either a kid's playroom or home office, dining room, kitchen with an eat-in, plus a great room. It's got all the rooms that most people need. And the 3 of the bedrooms have walk-in closets, 1, 2, and 3. Bedroom 4 has to settle for just a nice wide double closet. So anyway, the walk-in linen also is a nice thing, being right off of the laundry area. And overall, it's a pretty good, let's see what the actual dimension, 2638 is the actual by the book dimensions. Now for $50,000 more, you can go to this one on McGoran Gate, which functionally is really about the same size as the previous one. Stone and stucco, same kind of elevation. This is, I think, just around 26. I don't remember the exact square footage. Nicely upgraded. Pot lights, hardwood stairs, but really not from a functional level that much different than the previous. Now, what happens with the double garage coming forward? And we talked about this a lot on Daily Homes. So you've got a staggered garage. Clever how it's shown here because it doesn't really give you that look. But this garage space is moved forward, and so you actually get kind of a half driveway space here. But what it does is it opens up your main floor. And so on this one, you've got, we talked about the dining and the family in the kitchen. This one has dining, living, family, kitchen. So it has 4 different spaces here. So if you like having that extra space, it can be a very good thing. Look at this, 3 nice, sweet Apple monitors. That is a dream for me. Forget the house. Give me the Apple monitors, and you know, very modern, glossy almost, the cabinets, which if you're leaning too far on that modern look, you can sometimes narrow your audience, especially when you talk about something like a kitchen, which is so, it's not cheap to fix that. I can rip out floors, put in my own floors, but you start ripping a kitchen out, you can talk about big money here. All you need is one buyer though, so maybe that one buyer absolutely loves it. Now, there's a couple more in the Oakville Milton list. This is kind of the same problem as Penston, is that it would be good to see exactly where the dimensions are on this one, but we're talking about a 39-acre piece of property, basically right on top of the escarpment, 14th Side Road. As Milton develops, we're going to start to see a tremendous, there's the escarpment right along here, a tremendous amount of value attached to being outside of the home. This is all protected land. It's never going to be subdivisions or anything like that. This is Niagara Escarpment Commission protected. And so I believe that, you know, because Oakville doesn't even have that. They have waterfront, but I think our equivalent in Milton of waterfront is something like on the outskirts of town, something like Given Lane with, you know, half-acre to an acre lots. The other thing that I'm looking at with this is that little house may be the key to this property, because financing vacant land is very, very expensive. You put a house on it, even a modest house, and the rules now change, and so it can make your financing a lot easier. Still not easy to finance 2.7 million in this day and age. They still require pretty substantial downstroke. Anyway, 39 acres on the lip of the escarpment. Gotta love it. So there we go. If you have any questions about today's list, give us a call, and just remember to check out the flip episode, and it's just up there. I've got 1 episode left before I go away on vacation, and so very much looking forward to that. I'm not sure if we're still going to send out the episodes or if we're just going to take a break for the end of the summer and just kind of cool the episodes for a week. But either way, we appreciate you watching. We'll see you tomorrow with more Milton Daily Homes.